Listen up, YouTube. Today we're talking tier list. That's right, your favorite thing in the whole wide world. We're gonna rank every single gun in Warzone right now. Everybody's been asking what the meta is, and this is gonna show you what I personally think are the best guns in the game. Fortunately, I don't think we need to add a busted or OP tier, so I've just left S, and S is gonna be the primo, the cream of the crop, the best of the best there in the S tier. And then we have a meme tier as well for, you know, a lot of the pistols and nonsense. Rockets, rocket ships, plates, the mines. Anyways, if you enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so I can catch you back on the next one. We'll see you there. All right. Tier list. Let's get right into it. R9 shotgun. For any of you that were playing when this was meta, it was no bueno. Right now, I'd still put it at a B tier. It's not bad. It's not the monster it once was, but it's definitely still usable. I personally don't like shotguns, and I use auto tac sprint. So moving right along, the 7.25 shotgun. Again, not a big fan of shotguns. I'd put it in C tier. I've seen some nasty clips with the slug rounds. I don't care. Origin 12 shotgun B, right next to the R9. I have a buddy of mine that's been using it. Kind of nasty with it too. So if you want to try out some shotguns, the Origin 12, not a bad option. VLK Rogue, we're going to put that in the C tier as well. I think it's okay. Not as good as the R9 shotgun though. So if you're going to use a flame breath shotgun, you might as well just use the R9. Jack 12 going into the B category as well. Not a bad shotgun. Again, a lot of other options though. So you don't need to use shotguns. Stop using shotguns. Get some help. Thank you. AN94. This gun's kind of slept on, okay? This gun's slept on just a little bit. I'm gonna put it top B tier. Top B tier. I almost put it in A tier. I like the gun a lot. It's a lot of fun to use. Probably would agree that it's not gonna have the time to kill you're looking for to play competitively, but the gun's a ton of fun to use. So I really enjoy it. It's going B tier. That's where I think it belongs. Amex, my baby. Amy. S tier. Even after the 1-point nerf, ain't nothing holding Amy back. Ain't nothing holding my girl back. Amax is staying in the S tier for now, pending any other nerfs. If you're looking for a gun to use, Amax, super solid. Can't go wrong with it. Everybody should know that by now. Grow, or Graw, as some people say. A tier. Gun solid. I use it as my fully loaded class, so when I grab Ghost, sometimes you're in the situation you just came back from the ghoulie and you need a gun. You'll get the... Well, I'll get the... Out of the ghoulie, I'll get the Grow. Sometimes you'll come back from the ghoulie and you'll need a gun. The Grow, I think, is one of those all-purpose rifles, so that's why I have it as my fully loaded. And a lot of times it's saved me in a bunch of pinch situations. Still a beamer, nasty. It's just gonna get beat out by like an Amex. So Ram 7. I've used the Ram 7 essentially since the game came out, or whenever the Ram, I don't know if the Ram 7 was like introduced to the game later, but I've used it for a really long time. I used to pair it with an HDR sniper rifle. Not really my playstyle anymore, but the Ram 7 was, and still is, very good. I don't think any changes have really been made to it, so I'm gonna put it in the A tier. It's really competitive, kind of like a Modern Warfare FFAR. Gun's very, very good. Kilo 141. Now listen here, before I rank the Kilo 141, I was thinking that it kind of shot pellets. I was like, you know what? Sure, the Kilo's not bad, but once you get to that extended range, you're going to lose every fight. And I couldn't have been more wrong. I started using the Kilo recently, and I have been so impressed with how much this gun's shredding. We're going to throw this bad boy right into S tier. If you disagree with me, that's fine, but you're wrong, and that's okay. So just before you leave, hit subscribe, please. Thank you. Next up, Odin. Me and my Twitch chat got into a bit of an argument about the Odin, and it's because I said it was better than the M13, and I'm sticking to my guns. It is in a B tier. The gun has a fast time to kill. Honestly, ton of fun to use. M13. I'm just kidding. It's not D tier. I'm going to put it B tier right below the Odin like I did on stream. I think the Odin's better. I think the M13's trash. I never liked the M13. It does shoot pellets. You know when you go to when you go to those places where you get the fish food, the pellets for the koi fish, and I think they live in like koi ponds is where you visit them, and you take the pellets and you yeet them at the koi fish. That is what you're shooting out of the M13. Koi fish pellets. It's a koi fish pellet gun. And I prefer to shoot bullets. So M13, trash. Trash. M4A1. Ain't gotta say nothing about the M4A1. Solid A tier gun. Always has been. Always will be, most likely. FR556. D tier. I know J God made a video with single fire shot on the FR556, but it's still not good. I tried it out. It's fine. It's kind of a fun gun to use, but just don't. AK-47 Modern Warfare. We're gonna put C tier. It's not absolute ass, but it's close. Good damage profile. The recoil is just kind of obnoxious. Scar 17, bigger mask size, and it would be a decent gun. FAL C tier. Not my personal favorite kind of gun. I don't know. It shoots weird. It just feels off. FAR 83. With the nerf recently, I don't know that it's as good as it would have been, which would have been S tier, so I'm gonna put it into A tier. It hasn't felt as good on the floor loot side of things either, personally for me. I think the FAR 83 is still a very good gun. The XM4, as we'll get to in a second, I think it's just better. LC10, S tier. The LC10 is phenomenal. If you haven't tried this gun out yet, go do it right now. Right now, pause the video. Go try the LC10. Very, very good. Just listen to me, okay? The LC10 is good. ISO SMG, D, terrible. Don't use it. Striker's better. Let's go and just rate the Striker. Striker I wish was good, but it's not. It's going in the D tier. It's not good. It just needs a little bit of damage. M91 is slept on, B tier. Better than the M13. Up next, the Fennec. Fennec gets a solid B. You can use it in solo and duos, but it goes through ammo so fast. It's not gonna make the cut. It's not gonna make the cut in trios or quads. P90, put a B tier. Again, not bad. Shoots really fast. Damage is kind of low though. Modern Warfare AUG. If any of you have been following the YouTube for a while, you know that I made a video on this. Also posted over on the TikTok. I'm gonna put it at a solid B. Bison, B tier, bottom. It's usable, not great. It's big brother the Bullfrog, much better. MP7, B tier. I would have put the MP7 at A tier, but after using it recently, a lot of these SMG ARs or just the SMGs period and the shotguns, the MP7 I personally feel can't keep up with them. So in those close range fights, it doesn't get the job done. But it does pair nicely with like a Kar 98. But even then, like I think I'd rather have an LC10. Modern Warfare Mp5, A tier. It's still good. It's still really good. It's still very, very good. I promise. Uzi. We're gonna have to put the Uzi C tier. Combat knife, meme. Riot shield, meme. PKM, not a bad gun. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. And the reason I'm gonna put it in B tier and not A tier, because I know a lot of people like the PKM, is that I think there are better LMGs to use. Cali sticks, meme. Cali sticks and riot shield, meme. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to tell you guys to not use them because then you're going to. RPG, meme. Pila, meme. Joker, that's what you are if you use it. A Joker. Strela, meme. All the pistols, meme. MG34, D. It's not good. I tried really hard to make that gun good. It's not, just not. AX50, solid A tier. I enjoy the AX50 a lot. I know some people say the HDR is better. I'm gonna put them both in A tier though, because I don't really click with the HDR. I don't vibe with it. The AX50 just has a special spot in my heart. I used to think people were nerds when they used the AX50, but recently I've just been vibing with it. All right, Dragunov. Dragging these nuts straight to D, where it belongs. Trash gun, don't use it. Moving right along. Rytec AMR, meme. I'm gonna put it in meme. It's not a good gun. It's just weird, but you can put like the thermite rounds on it. You can put the fucking explosive rounds on it. Go have fun. I know that your other classes are riot shields and Cali sticks and RPGs and Jokers, so enjoy the Rytec. EBR 14. This gun is so bad, I'm putting it into meme. Sorry, it's not even, you know what? It needed its own spot. That feels better. Kar 98, S tier, easy S tier. If I need to explain it to you, drop a comment down below and I'll explain it to you because there shouldn't be an explanation needed. Mk2 Carbine. I'm going to put it in meme because I made a loadout called the Cowboy loadout. And it was actually a ton of fun to use the Mk2 Carbine. I used it alongside a Magnum. Ton of fun to use. Highly recommend trying it out. Crossbow. Going straight into meme. It's fun to use. SKS. C tier. SA87. C tier right next to SKS. SBR 208. I personally don't like it very much. I'm going to put it bottom A tier. Some people prefer it over the Kar 98. I'd rather have a car. Okay, can you blame me? Rather have a car. Sigma 2. Sigma meme. RPG 7. Why am I putting the 7? It's just an RPG. meme. Knife, meme. Sledgehammer, meme. Wakazashi, meme. M79, meme. Hauer. Oh boy, does the Hauer have a special place in my heart. I want the Hauer to be good more than you probably realize. So Activision, if you're watching this, please buff the Hauer. Please. I don't even like shotguns, but I'll use the Hauer if you buff the Hauer. So I'll put the Hauer at C tier. Gallo, unfortunately, the Gallo is going to go A tier. It's a solid shotgun, kills you really, really fast. I hate it. Street Sweeper, going straight to D because you're dead to me if you use the Street Sweeper. Seriously, leave. You are not welcome here. I hate this gun with a fiery passion ever since it was floor loot in season 3. Realistically, it is, I'll put it B tier. I don't think it's quite A tier with the nerf that came through and its reload speed, but it's a good shotgun. It's annoying to play against. It feels so bad getting sprayed down by that or the Gallo. I think everybody's pretty much sick of the Street Sweeper. Please, please stop putting it in your loadouts. Please stop building Street Sweeper loadouts. Please. The Holger 26. I have a friend of mine testing this gun right now, and I've used it a few times myself. I've leveled it up, and I have to say it always felt like, as my ex-girlfriend would say, not enough. So I'm putting it in C tier. 1911, meme. Magnum, meme. Diamatti, the only pistol I'm going to put outside of meme, I'm going to put it into A tier. Stoner 63. Stoner's very good. Like, very, very good. Borderline S tier. We'll put it at A. We got RPD, torn on this one. I've been running it in a loadout recently, and it's felt really good. I'm going to put it top of B. Ton of fun to use. You can make it really mobile, and I actually saw another streamer running it as a traditional LMG with a sight and all that jazz, and it seemed pretty nasty. So, tentatively, top B tier. M60. I spent like 6 hours leveling this stupid gun because I was like, what if it's just a diamond in the rough? No one's looking at the M60. Everyone thinks the M60 is bad. So what if I beat them to it? What if it's a diamond in the rough? It's not. It's not. It's C tier at best. Honestly, if you level it up and put some attachments on it, it's not terrible. I had a couple fun builds I tried with it, but it's not going to be better than a lot of these guns. M82 sniper rifle. B tier. It's not trash. It's not bad. So I'm going to put it into the B tier. Moving right along. We got the Tundra. And the Tundra, we'll put it into A tier. It's a solid sniper rifle. Very good gun. Pellington, it just got reverted on its nerf, so I'm actually going to put that in A tier. I've used it a couple times. It's just like a Car 98, just not as good. DMR, I enjoyed the DMR a bit. Lately, I've tried it. Not so good. So I'm going to put it down into the C tier. Bruin. I'm a Bruin in my head. Where to put the Bruin? I dragged the Bruin to the bottom of the screen. It shot up to A. I think it stays in A. I don't think it's quite S tier. I think it's top A. I think it's borderline S. So if you're sitting there watching this and you're like, I think the Bruin should be S tier, then okay. For you, it could be S tier. And if you're like, I think the Bruin belongs in A tier, then it's A tier. If you think it's B tier, you're wrong, and that's okay. Cold War AUG, B tier. It's not great, still usable. I'd say it's almost C. So being bottom B is kind of is accurate there. M16, A tier. It's still very good. Type 63, hate the gun. D tier, I don't think it's good. Use the M16, DMR, or AUG before you use the Type 63. Milan, no. D tier. Cold War Mp5, S tier. If you have not tried the Cold War Mp5 yet, go try it out. Amex Cold War Mp5 is probably one of my favorite loadouts right now, especially for tournament play. AK-74U, A tier. KSP-45, D tier. Make it good though, it'd be fun. Bullfrog, A tier, still very good gun. And that is the same with the Mk2, putting it in the A tier. Groza, A tier. Finn, C tier. It's an M13, but dressed as an LMG. FFAR, A tier, still good, but it's definitely bottom A tier. Craig 6. I'm gonna put the Craig 6 tentatively low S tier. I just picked this gun up recently, and before I did, I thought it was just going to be a less good kilo. After using it a couple times with that SUSAT multi-zoom scope, the gun's kind of nasty and can shred people. It can kill people off headies. It's a very good gun. Cold War AK-47, S tier. May come to a shock to some of you, but the AK-47's very good. XM4, I would put the XM4 to S, but I think I might prefer the Cold War MP5 or LC10 over it in the close range combat. And the XM4 was shining as a close range gun recently, so I'm gonna put it top A. It's still very good. I still have loadouts with it, but it's just not my personal preference anymore after the movement nerfs. QBZ, I like the QBZ a lot. Do I think it's meta, or do I think it's something that I should recommend to you using? Probably not. It's not amazing, but it's a lot of fun to use, very viable. You can win gunfights, but you are just probably going to be at a disadvantage most of the time. I'm going to put it top B tier. Again, with the RPD, it's a gun that I enjoy using. Bottle 680, trash. Tried to make it good, it's trash. And then finally, the AS Val, I'm going to put it bottom A tier. It's a good gun. I've used it a couple times in solo quads. If you haven't tried the AS Val, you can use it as secondary. I would recommend putting the 30-round mag on with sleight of hand. From there, you can kind of do a little bit of what you want. But the sleight of hand is really nice for downing one person, reloading really quickly, and then downing another person. So yeah, this is my tier list. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me. If you disagree, you can also let me know. But I'll tell you right now, I don't care, because it's my list. So take that. Hey, yeah. Anyways, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, comment something silly down below, like silly salmon, or wait, no, koi fish. Koi fish pellet. Think of something funny with koi fish and comment it down below. Koi fish something. All right. I'll catch you guys back in the next one. See ya.